We're three guys who like to talk pinball, so we came up with a clever name. We're Joel and Travis got who talk pinball, and we call ourselves Triple Drain, Triple Drain, Triple Drain. We're Triple Drain.
All right, Travis, you want to repeat all of what you?
Nope.
No,
Nope, I'm good.
yeah. Travis was telling us all about his day. He's got a big day ahead of him. Big day ahead of him. He's got to go to the man doctor. The man doc. He got the man doc in an hour and 20 minutes. So it's going to be a short one for us. What do? We always apologize. Sorry, it's been over a month.
There's no we. You apologize.
Yeah, life is busy. That's what we say every time. But I believe it or not, manufacturers don't release games based on our schedule, and I don't know why they don't do that yet. But
hey,
maybe
Joel, we were on the media list for Star Wars to film content there, and I don't think any of us were there. But we were on there. Like, hopefully our time went well. I don't know what they did during those 15 minutes, but
I don't know either. We, unfortunately, we were invited. Triple Drain was invited to the media day, the Star Wars media day. We did not go because it was on a Wednesday, and that's hard. If Fridays we could do. Fridays we can do. Wednesdays, very hard with work and life and all the things. But hey, we're here now. We're recording. We are recording the Friday before.
Okay.
We are recording the Friday before Pinball Expo. So we got a lot to cover. We don't have a ton of time to do it. But let's start with the important stuff. Tom, how are you?
Depressed.
What?
That was not what I was expecting at all. So
right.
Two things. Why?
Tom, let's talk about it, Tom.
Yes, please. Let it all out.
Let me have a drink.
Okay.
Are you drinking a mule already?
Yeah. Moscow
It's a
Mule.
virgin.
Oh, okay.
It's like, shit, he's already drinking at 8:30 in the morning.
No, I'm fine.
Okay, good. And how is your microwave? Did the microwave get installed? Is it solved? How's the microwave?
It's installed. Yes. It's working fine. I had to take back the covering because it didn't fit the space, but other than that, it's fine.
I'm happy. Oh man, I'm so happy for you.
I know.
I do know you've had a busy last few weeks. Slaps. There was a tournament that Tom you streamed and participated in. Same with you, Travis. You were there. You guys were both very successful.
Travis really had to be there.
Yeah, he was it was kind of his thing. So we will talk more about Slaps later. But let's talk about Star Wars. That's the big game. Stern's big game that's out. There's Star Wars and there's Spike 3. So where do you guys want to start? You want to focus more on Spike 3 or Star Wars? Tom, I'm going to let you take the lead, and I want you to share your thoughts on either of those topics.
Star Wars.
Let's do it.
LE, not good.
Okay.
Good take, Tom.
This is okay. Tom was. I have to.
We got spicy Tom tonight.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
Tom was our elitist. He was that guy. He was I don't want a back glass unless I can see myself in it. That's right. Tom Graf. But something changed. And I don't know what. I don't remember which game it was. I'm not saying it was King Kong, but I know King Kong. You're like, I'm gonna go pro.
I think it started with Wick.
John Wick, okay. All
right.
It
might have been Wick or X-Men around that time. Yeah. I remember Wick.
Wick was out before that. Before
it was definitely. And I remember we were at we did the media day with Wick, and
when we were at media day, Tom was getting that itch. We could tell. Like he was like, we were back in the itch. Yeah, he was like this, but yeah.
But you didn't. You showed restraint, and you got the pro, and you still have your Wick Pro, right?
I do.
Okay, so just quick sidestep. Wick Pro, you enjoying it? You enjoying the code updates?
Yeah. It's definitely an improvement.
Okay, so because it's pretty close to finished, right? It's like 0.97 or 8. I mean, I
think that's 9.8.
Yeah. Okay. Not a ton left, but all right. So our elitist is no longer an elitist. He is more. you're buying you're going to buy a Star Wars Pro, right?
I have one in my basement currently.
Oh,
okay. I haven't played it a lot, but I have it. Okay. But there's an LE right now at Lumberjack Johnny's.
Yeah. Yep, and I got an LE right behind me here. This is Zach's from Flipping Out. And Travis, what game do you have behind you? Right, I don't see.
I have a stool behind me.
I don't see any pinball machines. I don't. Are you allowed to be a podcaster without a pinball machine? I don't.
I mean, I've got trophies.
Oh, okay.
Where's your?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's your top 4 at a major
my awards,
trophy?
My achievements.
Joel, where is it? Yeah, I see it.
I don't have it. There. Tom, why does the Star Wars LE suck? I mean, you just started strong. You start with a bold statement. Why does the LE suck?
I don't think there's anything that grabs you into buying the LE compared to the Pro. I mean, I don't see one feature that's like, hey, that's awesome. I gotta grab that.
So Jabba with the ball doesn't grab you.
The Jabba with the ball, the mechanism that drops the what is it? We talked about
ramp.
This last. No, the AT or the
the little model,
whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
It's
the Darth Vader head. Does that not convince you?
No, neither does a stormtrooper head.
Dang it. So there's nothing on the play field. What about the center ramp that goes up and down?
Does nothing for me.
So literally nothing on the play field.
I think from what I've shot, the Pro ramp seems to work better than the LE. Now, maybe it's a level thing or something to that extent, but I've noticed.
What do you mean by work better? Like it's smoother? It doesn't rattle?
Yeah, like the shot into the center in the back. Like I find when I'm playing the LE version, it drops off the ramp more. And like I said, it could be just how the location has it set up, and it's dropping, like your shots aren't making it, kind of thing.
Okay,
gotcha.
But yeah. So
I
what about art?
I respect your opinion, Tom.
Yeah, we got to find something about the LE that Tom likes. Artwork. What about that?
I really don't like the LE artwork.
Okay, what about
I'm like
an autograph from the CEO?
No.
Damn it. Okay, an autograph from John Borg on the apron.
Which part of the art? I'm looking at it right now. You just don't like that it's so Hoth focused?
Yeah. And I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but like I'm right now I'm looking at the premium going like, man, the premium looks better to me.
I would say
but that's just me.
I'm gonna hold out
your
my
opinion's
art
valid.
opinion until Expo, where I can see all 3 models in person. Because right now I got the LE sitting right here. I think the art looks awesome now, but I do understand. And Stern does this. They've done this with a lot of their games, where the LE art always seems to be very focused. And if you don't like the thing it's focused on, like I'll be honest. I mean, this is not Stern, but Harry Potter, I prefer the Wizard Edition art over the collector's edition art. And it's just because like when the level of Harry Potter fan I am, I want to see the characters. I want to see all of the things. And that's what I think sometimes I know like Deadpool's art. I almost like the Pro art more, or even Turtles. I like the Pro art on Turtles more than the LE art, because sometimes the LE art gets very specific. So I see what you're saying there.
We got to find something Tom likes.
That he likes on the LE more?
Okay, the expression lighting system.
That would be
what
the
about
thing.
That? Expression lights.
It's not on the Pro.
It's not on the Pro.
There you go. That's a good marketing pull right there.
Well, maybe that's a question. Is there anything, because you're saying you look at it as there's nothing on the LE that I want to buy, but do you feel that there's anything on the Pro that you're missing? Like,
honestly, not at all.
Anything.
Okay.
Not
okay.
Anti-reflection glass. Shaker motor assembly. No,
Tom, I disagree with you, man. I disagree
is interesting.
with you.
I like this, Joel. I like this because here's why. Because I know Joel, you're like super positive about everything, right? Which is it's perfectly fine. It's not a diss. He rides a golf cart around. It's fine. It's no big deal. Tom, you were like fully immersed that you're a unique avatar for buying pinball because you've been in the top 100 before. You've won state championships. You played at IFBA. You played in world championships, right?
I think so.
And you buy LEs. Like that mix.
He's bought many LEs, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That mix is rare. That somebody that's that ingrained in pinball to that level that's crosses the barrier of tournament player, collector, enthusiast, does it all, right? Content creator.
Sex icon.
Yes, exactly. OnlyFans icon, everything. Tripod Tom, let's go. So what I'm so fascinated by this is because now we're kind of seeing this merge to where I think your opinion, what you have on it, and this isn't kissing your ass or anything, but I find your opinion fascinating on this because you do cross over so much on that I think it's such a unique opinion that maybe not saying like yours would be any more valuable than anything else, but I find it far more interesting because you come from a background that you've purchased enough LEs over years at a time, not just recent. So this isn't recency bias. Like how long have you been buying LEs for up to this point?
The first LE I bought was Avatar.
Okay.
So we're
over
going,
a decade.
Long time.
Yeah, over a decade. Okay, so I'm just prefacing that for the listeners, and now I'll get out of Joel and Tom's way. But yeah, I find this fascinating. It
is interesting, and I mean, I understand, Tom. You've ridden the cost increase of an LE, like you've personally experienced that more than most, and so I understand. You went from like, well, why would I not get the LE? It's the smart buy to now like I'm going to show a little more reservation.
Right.
But you're making, I also know that you're not just making the decision based on price. You actually are looking at the game and thinking, I think I will enjoy the way that the Pro plays better than the LE. So, and you've mentioned the ramp. You feel like the middle ramp is more consistent. And one thing we haven't mentioned yet is the ball save. We've talked about this on our outside of the podcast. Go ahead.
I do not like the ball save at all.
Okay.
on the LE premium,
and
like to me it's just, I don't know, maybe it's a tournament player in me, but like I just don't like draining your ball and then like, oh, I'm gonna press this button and maybe it'll save my ball. Maybe
you had made the comment in our chat that you said you would be livid if, or maybe that wasn't your word, but it was, you would be very upset if the deciding factor of a game in a tournament was whether or not you timed the magnet just right compared to your opponent, when if it was just ball save, like you've spelled Jedi, you've hit your spinners, you've spelled Jedi, it should be a guaranteed ball save. On a Pro, it would just give you another ball. But on a Premier LE, no, you still have to time that button press right and hope that the magnet throws it in the right area.
But is it always a timing thing? I mean, is it a guarantee that you time it right and the ball's going to come back to you? Is the ball possibly going to hit the flipper underneath it, or is it going to like go up the apron and come back, or you know what I'm saying?
I hear you, but to me, that's why I love it. That's why I love the ball save. To me, the way that I look at this is, now that I've played the LE, if I was to play a Pro, what would be the missing feature? What would be the thing that I'm like, I miss that. Like my perfect example is Deadpool. I love Deadpool Pro, but man, that katana, when the way that you can hit that left orbit and the ramp you can like then just hit that left orbit over and over again until it's spitting in the pops. Like that to me is, don't get me wrong, a Deadpool Pro, I would love it. But now that I had owned the premium for years, the mech that I would miss is that up down katana ramp. On this, what is the mech that I would miss if I wasn't playing a premium or LE? 100% the magnet. And to me, that is when I look at the two streams that I've done, and maybe this is a negative or a sad point, but the highest or the most exciting moments I've had on stream is saving the ball with the magnet.
Sure.
And it's just because magnets are magical.
Going to say when you drain, it's the most exciting thing. I'm like, then every single stream of yours is super exciting.
That's why streams are so much fun. Yeah. Magnets are magical. So it's like you see the ball draining.
You know what would be the magical moment for me? What? Getting the ball in the Death Star hole. That would be the most
we're going to talk about
magical thing that could happen.
We can talk about that. But to me, the magnet is, there's just something about, like, I feel like you earned it. You earned the ball coming back. I do like that about certain games. You know, Godzilla has the oxygen destroyer mode in ball 3, or other ones. Now Cactus Canyon, the new one, has, if you drain out the left side, you have one shot to hit the right drop. Like, you earned your ball back.
Now,
but there's something about the magnet
Tom.
that it's just whoop, the way that it can
for Tom on this.
Whoop.
If it was something similar to the games, like, I can't think of the game, for like Pharaoh, for instance, right? Like, what if you had 2 other flipper buttons, right? Or an extra flipper button on each side, and you could pulse the out lanes for, like, force ball save. Would that have been something that you would have found?
I think I would have liked that better personally. Yeah. But that's just me, I guess.
Yeah. I feel you.
No, I mean, that was kind of my take when I first saw the force, when I first started doing it. I mean, it was cool at first, but then I got to where I wonder what would happen if it could have been like this. But admittedly, I've played like maybe 5 games total, or I guess including Slap C, like maybe 8 games total on Star Wars. So I'm trying to figure out, at least from a premium LE standpoint. So I played like maybe 4 games total on it now, and I've only used it maybe 3 times. And I'm like 1 for 3 or maybe 2 for 4, somewhere around there. So yeah, it's kind of like,
it's not a gimme.
Right. It's not a gimme.
On my pro, I've saved the ball 100% of the time.
It's a gimme on the pro.
Success rate. You're 100% success rate. Just so basically, what's cool about Star Wars is there's spinners on the left end, or on both orbits, and when you rip the spinner, you're spelling Jedi. So on a pro, you have to spell Jedi, Jedi, and once you've done that, ball saves lit on both out lanes. You drain, boom, you get a ball back. On a premium or LE, if you spell JE, what that gives you is you get 2 like pulses. You can hit the button twice to try to save your ball, and you can do them at any time. But you really got to time it right. You got to wait. You know, if you drain out the left out lane, you got to wait for that ball just to end up. There is a ball printed on the playfield. You got to wait for that ball to be just to the left of that, and then you pulse it, and it'll just rocket the ball over to the shooter lane. If you go on the right one, though, that's where it gets tricky. You have to kind of wait for it to bounce off the apron, pulse it, have your flipper up, and it'll kind of throw the ball up into the playfield. If you spell Jedi, though, you get the big pulse, which is, you still have to time it though, where when the ball goes to drain, you hit it and it'll grab the ball and it'll just hold it there, and then it kind of pulses itself in a way where it'll rocket it back up. What's tough though is it'll rocket it back up into playfield, but unless there's some spin, there's a chance it could rocket it straight up and it comes straight back down.
Just watch Joel's tutorials.
Yeah, it's really, I love it. Like, I love that aspect, but I also understand how people like yourself would hate it. It's the uncertainty, the inconsistency that is unfortunate.
This is my other thought. Like, yeah, I hate it, but like, you know, we've used the word casual. So people who don't listen to pinball podcasts, people who don't engulf in the content, do you think they are going to realize that there's a ball save there?
Zero chance.
Zero chance.
Unless you know it's coming. And even when you do, that's what you said, Travis, you've only done it like 3 or 4 times and your success rate is 1. My brother, the first night we streamed it, and as you've already said, we do drain a lot. So we had ample opportunities. I don't think in that first 2 hours of Jared streaming, I think he saved his ball like 1 time. And it's just like, you have to figure out the timing. It's not like Life Ring on Jaws, where it's like the moment you see it going to the out lane, or right when it hits over the out lane switch, you hit the button. Like, you have to wait for that ball to get right where it needs to be.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve.
I think too, it's important. Like, what a lot of people got to understand, and sometimes us being in the pinball industry or listening to content, we get kind of too far in the weeds in this, that we forget what it's like to be brand new to pinball, right? So there's going to be different levels, different tiers of features that are easily accessible to people, or I've heard this term thrown around a lot, approachable. Like there's, it differs, right? So for instance, the light speed multi-ball, which is found right up the middle center ramp, that should be like the easiest thing for anybody that steps up to get to. Now, that doesn't mean somebody that's brand new to pinball is going to do it every single time, because it still requires you to do something skillfully. Then when you take something to where you have to take your hands off the flipper buttons, hit an action button that's in the middle of the lock bar. Yes, if you're brand new to pinball, mind exploding, you don't know that exists. There's no way.
No way.
I see that as a feature that it's only if you're already fully involved in pinball, you've seen the trailer, you've maybe watched a couple of videos, you might have a grasp on it, you kind of know it's there, and then you start going after it. Like it still takes a little while to figure out, a little while to learn. And I don't think people just walking up to a game on location, they're going to understand that. Now, somebody that buys the game for home, they may not understand it at first, who knows, but I think they'll start to figure it out over a period of time. I think that's really what it boils down to. I think from a game theory standpoint, whenever you're putting something in a game, you do have to think of what type of player will see this feature and interact with this feature, right? And so it's kind of like, that's what marks a great game, that you have something that's easily interacted with. Like that's why everybody loves Godzilla, because it's the mech that's right up the middle people can hit. That's why people love Attack from Mars. Exactly. It's fairly intuitive that somebody within maybe 2 to 3 games could figure out. Now, let's take the force save. How many games do we think somebody that's kind of played pinball a little bit, but not fully ingrained in it, just plays on location every now and again with a beer? Like how many games would it take them to figure out that it's not only there, but to figure out, how do I even qualify it? How do I even know it's even qualified for me to use? There's so many steps to get to that point.
It would take a while, and then it would take a while for them to get the timing right. And that's what this is. I would definitely say it is a feature that you have to see somebody do, and it's not a gimme. Like it's not like it's lit by default when you first plunge. And I want to preface
that doesn't mean it's not a cool feature. We're just talking about accessibility of said feature. It's like saying a wizard mode is not cool because it takes forever to get there. It could still be cool. It's just, how easy is it for somebody to understand that concept? And in a game that's as chaotic as pinball, it's incredibly difficult to get somebody to understand even the basics of it, let alone something that's second or third level beyond the basics.
So we're not going to be done with Star Wars, but the game that left for me to have Star Wars LE here was Medieval Madness Remake. I had the Wizard Edition. And that is about the most accessible, approachable. Like you don't have to teach nothing with that game. You can put anybody in front of that game, and they're going to figure out what to do almost immediately. That is, and I understand that is really why that game is so beloved, is because anybody can have a good time on that game. And when I had it here, I really had a great time on it. I will tell you right now, I don't think I'm going to buy one. I don't think I'm going to buy one anymore. And I was on the list to buy one. And after having it a week or whatever, it just, to me, I get it. I understand. My wife loved it. She thought it was great. And I remember I said, between this and Cactus Canyon, which one do you like more? She's like, Medieval Madness. Absolutely.
Did you hear that, Travis? You got to start a rental program. But to me, I think it's an amazing game. And if people own a Medieval Madness, I totally understand why you do. But maybe it's because I want more out of pinball, right? And I think the two of you guys want more out of pinball. You need that challenge, that depth in the code, the things to do. I had heard a lot of people, once you destroy the castle once, the 10th time, the 15th time, the novelty times to wear out.
Tom and I told you that 3 years ago, brother.
I get it, but once I had it, I get it. I played the heck out of that game when it was here, and I understand. It's not that the novelty of destroying the castle wore off. It was just more of like what's next? What's the next goal? My goal was always to stack the different modes and then try to play Royal Madness or the Medieval Madness, the Multiple Madness mode, the stacked mode. My biggest issue with Cactus Canyon is the fact that the trolls is so hard to get to. My son, who wants to play the game, couldn't get to trolls. And that to me is like, that sucks that you have an amazing mech that's stuck behind code, and there's a lot of people that aren't going to see that. And so to me, I'm not here to bash Medieval Madness. I think honestly, I think it's a fantastic game, and the people that are going to buy one, I think will love it. It's a fantastic game, but it's just so weird to go from that game to this game. My wife played Star Wars for 4 minutes, and she was done. And she it was just in her mind, it was a whole lot going on. And she's like, I just kept draining. It's a fan layout. It should be approachable, right? No, it's tight.
Like,
those shots are tight and they are dangerous.
So I've heard, I've actually listened to a lot of content. Like I rarely do, but I wanted to get the vibe. And I heard a lot of people early on talk about that. And I remember telling Tom, I'm like, I don't think people are even watching the trailer and realizing how tight some of these shots are. Like I mean, you can go out there and you can do a simple count too. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots, right?
8.
Like 8 major shots out there. And you take something like AC/DC, there's only 5 major shots out there. Now we're not counting scoops, or we're not counting the drop targets to the side, but we're talking like just playing the game vertical, right?
Yeah.
And whenever you have that many shots, the real estate starts dwindling down a little bit.
Now they're tighter. Yeah.
Right. And there are ways to manipulate more shots if you have horizontal action. So you have a dynamic layout with an upper flipper. We see Keith Elwin do that a lot. We've seen Eric from JJP be able to do something similar to that. So there are ways to work around that. But when you have that many shots on a 2 flipper game, you're not going to defy the laws of physics and measurements, right? There's only going to be so much real estate. So naturally, it's going to make it play a little bit faster. Plus, the other part to this game, you don't have much stop and go, right? The only true stop to this game is a Sarlacc pit. Like to me, in my opinion, that's about the only true stop, because then even the scoop, like you hit it in there, yes, it'll pause it a little bit, but how's it going to fire it out? Like on the games I played, the copies I've seen, the ball is like pure chaos. It's everywhere.
The loop shot is a stop shot. It's
okay.
Kicks it back into a vuck
that kicks it back up, right?
Yeah.
And then what? Like, are you going to backhand the vuck again?
No,
like on the fly. No,
sure.
No.
The Sarlacc pit is absolutely you hit that. If you hit that fast, that thing can spin around there for 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, it'll stay up there longer. It'll stay up there for like 20 seconds. Yeah.
Wow.
But my point being,
you hit the ball faster. Apparently,
my point being though, it's not meant to be a stop and go game.
No,
like it's just
fast.
It's just not. Yeah, and so you mix that in with the tighter shots, and then you have 2 pops at the bottom. Yeah, it's gonna eat you up a little bit if you're not careful. Like that's just the reality of it.
The more that I've played the game, the more in the fact that Ray Day's on the code. I think Raymond has done a fantastic job. That's one thing. The code is already at a level that there's 8 major shots. Each shot represents a character. Each character is going to have 3 modes attached to it. Let's do some math. 24 modes. Then there's Vader modes. I think there's like 6 Vader modes. Jabba modes. There's like 4. And there's almost all of that is already in the game. And the game just came out. Like they've done a fantastic job. And Ray gives a lot of credit to a guy named Andrew. Apparently Andrew's a local guy in Chicago who got hired after Tim left.
Yeah,
Andrew's
one of the software guys.
Yeah. And so it's
good
like
pinball player too.
Ray basically said Andrew and him have kind of tag teamed this together. And so you almost got double the amount of people working on Star Wars. And they've done a fantastic job with the code. Now, the more I've played with it, though, the more I've thought, I think this is going to be a fantastic tournament game. I'm not the tournament player. Maybe I'm wrong. But Ray is the tournament player. And the speed of this game, I don't think tournament guys will have to do much to make this game brutal or like to keep the ball times short. That's what I mean by that. Like, I think the layout itself will keep the ball time short. Do you disagree, Travis, or no?
I mean, it's whatever. I will say this as a tournament player, and I'm not saying this because you're saying it, Joel. Like, I say this as a tournament player because this is so played out. These games, in my opinion, are not created with the tournament player in mind. The tournament player is a niche within a niche, right? Like these games have
That's what I say.
Yeah, and it's like I hear this like all the time. Like, let's just get this straight out, guys. Like, seriously, these games have to be designed in order to be manufactured at scale. That's what a lot of people are forgetting. Like they wonder why certain shots aren't the way they are, or hey, they need to be wild. They need to be like this homebrew. It's like, no, they need to be in a way that it can be repeatedly manufactured like 2,000 to 5,000 times, right? But on top of that, it's, I don't think like let's face facts. How many elite level tournament players are designing games like right now in the industry right now? Can we start naming them off so we can just put this to bed?
It's like, is it besides Elwin? Is that it?
Yeah, seriously, name anybody that's an elite level tournament player that designs pinball.
Well, are
machines.
You saying hardware design? Because if you talk about code, I mean,
anybody that designs the pinball layout.
The layout.
I'm not talking about code. I'm talking about the layouts.
Elite level players. I think
any tournament player. Any tournament player. Any tournament player.
Well, I think Eric Minier is a very skilled one.
I'm not talking about skilled pinball players. I'm talking about tournament players.
I don't know if Mark Seiden plays in tournaments.
So we can name off like 2 in the entire industry.
Plays in tournaments.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not many. But
exactly.
There are people feeding into it.
So this is my point, right?
Yeah.
You have all these designers because it's a unique thing to be able to design a pinball machine, but you don't have elite level tournament players designing the machines. You just don't. Like you have Elwin and that's it. So we need to get out of this thinking these games are just made for tournament players. No,
I wasn't saying that. I wasn't
I know
saying
you're
Star
not.
Wars.
Yes, you were.
I wasn't saying Star Wars was designed for the tournament players.
I know you're not. I'm saying I hear this all the time from other people, right?
Then these Stern's just playing that they're just designing games they want to play themselves, that kind of thing.
They're designed to be fun. That's what they want. But let's face facts. Is John Borg seriously designing it thinking, you know what? What will the tournament player think about this? Is that really his priority from the beginning? Do you think Brian Eddy's coming up and saying, you know what? What will the tournament player think of this fast lock? Like, of course, it might play out later on in the design, right? When you're doing software, you're doing comp install and stuff like that. But the reality is, guys, these games have to be designed to be fun, to go on location, to take a beating, to go into homes. That's what they go off of. Otherwise, here's the thing nobody thinks of. Tom knows where I'm going with this.
Oh, yeah.
The games that have to be bastardized the most, that are the longest players, are literally the games that are designed by the most elite tournament player.
So you're saying Elwin sucks at designing tournament games?
No, my point being is he designs with the end user in mind. He designs to make sure you're able to maximize your ball time for as long as possible. That's on purpose. That's not a happy accident after 5 or 6 designs. And that's what I hear people talk about this all the time on other podcasts, other YouTube videos, message boards. And it's like, guys, let's think about this logically real quick. So that's just my little tangent. That being said, you can make any pinball machine a tournament game if you want to. Take all the posts out, take all the rubbers out, make things wood shop. You could do it. Now, the key is the game just going to be fun just to play? Is the multi-balls going to be fun to get to? Is it fun once you get into the multi-balls? Is it fun figuring out where the multipliers are at? And I think, honestly, the way Raymond thinks about pinball, knowing what I know, I don't see any way that this rule set isn't fun once you're able to peel back the layers of the onion. Now, that being said, the game plays super fast, so it's super easy to be in modes, and you may not even realize you're in modes. I've seen that happen plenty of times. So it's like, how do you balance that, right? How do you make somebody aware that they are in a mode, that they're in a game? And when you only have so many inserts out there to show that, right? It's not like there's 3 modes or something like that tied to each shot. Yeah. But yet there's no way besides knowing the colors of what mode you're qualifying at the time, right? So it's kind of like, but it's like that for any pinball machine pretty much. Like not everyone, but it's hard to know everything that's in there, right?
Oh, for sure. And I think Raymond, I mean, that's what the software designers, they've been given a layout, and then they got to make their code work with the layout. Now I understand they are working directly with the designer, so they do have some input there. But Ray was essentially given this layout and been like, okay, make Star Wars now. And Dwight was in the same situation back in 2017 when Richie was like, here's my layout, and then Dwight has to make Star Wars happen. So I get it, and I think Ray's done a fantastic job. I will say, just code alone, movie clips galore audio galore. Like the movie clips have synced audio. There are moments, a lot of the moments that what Ray said on stream was Mike Vinacore watched all the movies. Apparently he's the biggest Star Wars guy. He jotted out all the scenes that he think would be good modes. And then they started like looking at scenes based on characters. Like, let's make that an Obi-Wan mode, or that a Luke mode, or a Leia mode. So they did all that.
Question.
All the modes in the movie clips are in the game. It looks great.
What's your question, Travis?
My question is, Tom Graf, to Joel, since there's very little stop and go here.
Yeah.
How many of those movie clips have you been able, while you're playing, have you been able to watch?
We've had this conversation.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just asking for a friend. It's Spike 3. It's a bigger LCD.
I've watched some.
Oh, look at it. There you go, Tom. There you go. When you finish a mode, every mode ends on the Luke shot, and that's why you said stop and go. It can hold that ball in the VUC as long as it needs to finish the mode.
That's right. So that's an intelligent way to code around what the layout's given you. Like, that's very smart to have every end shot to a mission end at the Luke, because it does give you a second to breathe, and it gives you a second to see, like, to hear the sounds or see whatever, or see where you're going to next. Right. But the fact is, the only place to end the mission is pretty much there. I mean, now invader mode, you can end it back at the scoop. So you have to choose the two places where the ball can stage momentarily. And that's what makes it difficult when you don't have a game that has a lot of staging, which is cool. Like, everybody loves flow. We hear that all the time. But at the same time, when you have so many modes, you're going to have to find a way to be able to have people experience those movies and stuff like that, right? So it's like, that's the tough part about it. That's the tough part about modern pinball, trying to figure out your way around that and navigate that.
Stern has done a lot of upposts in the in lanes. And because then you can end modes or start modes on ramps. And I am surprised. I am surprised that Star Wars doesn't have an uppost for just that, to start a mode or to show something.
Yeah, I almost felt like it was going to come with that when I heard about it, and I first, saw the trailer. Like, the first thing in my head was like uppost, but maybe it's just because we're like chimpanzees, right? We're just trained to think uppost with Sterns at this point.
Yeah,
could be.
Tom had already brought this up. The Death Star shot. The Death Star. It's when I look at a pinball machine. If my wife's stepping up to the game, and usually you want to instruct, like, well, do that thing. Unfortunately, the coolest mech in the game, besides the magnet, the coolest mech in the game is the Death Star. But no casual is going to start Death Star multi-ball. That shot, I'm looking at it right now. That shot, it seems like the light lock target, the droid's shot in front of the AT-AT, it looks like that shot is wider than the Death Star ramp. Why the AT-AT target isn't thinner to allow the Death Star ramp to be wider, I don't know. But the Death Star ramp is a very tight shot. Not only do you have to hit it, you have to hit it clean, though, because the way that the mech currently is designed, if that ball isn't clean, it is not going to stay locked in the Death Star. It's going to rattle in some way and come right back out. I've had a lot of rejects. Tom, you had a great quote. What did you say? The Death Star is rejecting me like women in high school, something like that. It was very funny. I don't know, Tom. What are your thoughts on Death Star? Just tell us all about it.
It's weird because, like, on my particular pro model game, I can backhand the Death Star just fine, and get it into the mechanism for a lock. But if I hit a clean shot from the the right flipper, so left flipper backhand, I'm fine. Right flipper, right up the middle, right into the heart of it, and I don't know if it airballs or something, but it does not go in.
Yeah, and I don't know, and I'm not trying to discourage people that have it on order. I think Stern is very good at figuring out fixes or ways to adjust. I do have faith that, like, this is an important mech. They've proven this many times on previous games. Stranger Things is a good example of the Demogorgon mech, of having to adjust it or making fits to make it so the mech works the way it's supposed to. I do think there will be ways to do that. I do think, though, like, if you turned off the motor of the Death Star, you can bash the Death Star all day long. That would be a very easy way to start
you can
to
make
do virtual
purely
locks.
virtual. Yeah.
You could do that. And I would never want somebody with a brand new game to just assume that I'll just make it virtual and live that life. I do think we will find a way to get that.
Might as well just
worked.
turn off the magnet.
No. But the Death Star, I will say there is a very cool, when you start Death Star multi-ball, when you finish it is a very cool moment. It is a very cool mode, the way that they have that programmed. It just sucks that it's the hardest shot in the game, and it's also the coolest mech in the game, and that's unfortunate. It's kind of like the milk crate mech in Houdini. It's like, this is the coolest mech in the game, but no casual will ever see that ball thrown back because they're never going to hit that shot.
I mean, when it comes to the Star Wars, though, I mean, it can easily be coded around, right? You could make light speed have something to do with the Death Star at some point. Like, you could always, I'm sure there's plenty of modes in there we just haven't discovered yet that has something to do with the Death Star besides Death Star multi-ball,
Yeah.
And I think too, not to discourage people if they're wanting to play the game. And this isn't the pinball company Travis talking. This is like pinball player Travis talking. Like, everybody's going to have different opinions and different wants out of a game, right? So if you're the type of player that wants a game that's super fast, super challenging, and you enjoy Star Wars, this will be the game for you, because it is Star Wars. It does have the sounds to it. It does have the music to it, and the sound excellent. Like, I can't praise that enough.
Really,
Spot 3
for the small
audio.
speakers, the audio is really good.
Well, on your Pro, Tom, you don't have the tweeters.
I'm telling you,
the tweeters are legit.
Yeah,
the sound audio, the sound on this is
crazy
fantastic.
with the sound.
You know what's funny? There's like a actual like metal plate that you can unscrew, and it looks like you can add one.
Oh, for sure. I think
cool.
I think that's going to be upgradable. Like, I think that was something they talked about of we're going to talk about Spike 3 because I think they made some really smart choices.
A year from now, great.
Well, that's why I'd like to wrap up what I was about to say in a nice bow. Then we could talk about Spike 3 or whatever you guys want to talk about. That, I think the thing that I would tell everybody, if you're watching content or you're listening to people and you're kind of deciding whether or not, like, just keep in mind the track record of the people behind the software is great.
It's really good.
Raymond's put out some bangers with.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm happy with the Pro. I'm just saying that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying there's a difference between, like, of course we could talk about the playfield design all day long, because the coders and the software people have to work within the confines that they have. But I think that there's certain meat there, software wise, that you can go to places with. And I think if you're a Star Wars fan, you like fast games, you'll probably like this. Now, if you prefer the Elwyn layouts and you prefer dynamic layouts, then of course, like, any logical person is going to tell you, yeah, this might not be the game for you. I mean, that's just the obvious thing, because there's no upper flipper. The flow is a little bit different. Like, it just depends, right? But that's the difference. That's the Stern way, because they put out several games a year that are all radically different from each other. So
I don't want to. I know we've said a lot of negative towards this, but what has Stern done very well, or what pat on the back, or where are they winning with Star Wars?
They manufacture the games.
Well,
code animations.
That's what I was going to say.
When they announce the game, it gets out.
It's a brand new game, and it's got this depth of code. Huge win. Yeah, they've really impressive.
The layout's not a bad layout. I mean, it's not. It's just got some tight shots, and
I like it better than the 2017. Personally,
I do too.
This game is more fun to shoot, in my opinion, than the Steve Ritchie Star Wars.
Yeah, I think I could probably agree to that. Overall, I think the only thing is I probably find this new Star Wars more fun to shoot than the old Star Wars, but I find the Death Star shot when you hit it on the old Star Wars and you get like hyperspace multi-ball and you get like you destroy the Death Star. Like, I really want something like that in this game,
like a
as
moment.
Well. Yeah,
I mean, I guess
we could say moment, but I'm just talking about like that's a wow factor to me when you're like cashing in a 20 or 40x hyperspace jackpot,
there's
right?
no 40x in this.
Well, yeah. Like we need Dwight to come in and just take the multipliers from 2x to 200x. Yeah,
you can loop the center ramp when you're in multi-ball, and all of a sudden that's your cash out shot. Like you can just boom
and cash in
with
at the right
multiple
ramp.
balls.
Yeah,
that's really a fun thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, there's things there. I'm just saying, like, just that one specific shot that you're just like, okay, I did it. I'm victory. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. It's like the totality of what Star Wars is now, the 2025, I like better than 2017. I just want to find that one shot that exceeds the Death Star shot for me personally on 2017.
You should try draining and then saving the ball with your magnet. That's a pretty awesome shot.
The first time I did it,
Travis.
The first time I did it, it was pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, because the ball actually staged where Yoda has the pinball right on him, and it just stayed there. I wasn't sure what was happening. I'm like, is it supposed to come up? Why is it just there? So I quickly hit the action button one more time. It just fired it straight up.
Yep.
I'm like, this is awesome. This is so
awesome.
cool.
Magnets are awesome.
And then it happened again, and I hit it, and nothing happened. I'm like, shit, I missed it. It's not so awesome right now. So I'm trying to figure out the timing to it.
You'll find it. I just
it's got to drain better, Joel. That's all it is.
If you have a Star Wars on order, I think you will really like enjoy the game. As a Star Wars fan, you will really enjoy the game. But my question to you is, I think a good comparison here is you have Star Wars, Stern Star Wars that just came out, and then you have JJP's Harry Potter. So two ginormous themes. With that said, I'm going to start with Tom. Which one of those games do you feel they met the assignment better? Like, huge themes. These should be cash cows, evergreen titles. They should make a ton of them. So with that audience in mind, with the audience being so big, which game do you think met the mark better?
I'd have to say Harry Potter.
And why is that?
Just overall presentation. I mean, it's I mean, right now it's a hard comparison because Harry Potter's been out at least a little longer than Star Wars, and but if we're talking like art packages and like playfield layout and what you're getting, I would have to give the nod to Harry Potter.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that break. I think they both go ahead.
We know, maybe we don't know, but like Harry Potter is supposed to go to like the 1.0 code at Expo. And there's actually a beta. I haven't downloaded it yet because I just haven't had time. But I plan to do it this weekend and check out what's changed. But you know, I don't think we're gonna see Star Wars finished till like the next 3 titles at Stern have been released. And that's just and that's not a knock to like, you know, the people on the code. That's just what's been presented to us the last year or two. So, you know, that's where I'm saying it's like a very hard comparison because the game's not going to be finished for a year. All the modes aren't going to be in the game in Star Wars.
There's a ton. I mean, there's already more modes in the game than I think most people could even work through. There's a ton there. The game's far from shallow. But when I think of the audience, the question that I have, and my view is, I kind of think there are areas that both of the games have missed the mark. And what I mean by that is if this game is supposed to be for such a huge audience, that means a lot of novice, a lot of casual players. In my opinion, both of them have challenging layouts. Like they both like the speed at which the ball comes back on Harry Potter, I think is very challenging. And then just the overall, like I think they both have very challenging layouts for novice players. And then I both think the complexity of the code is, there's so much going on in both of them. I think it would be very hard for a novice to know what they're doing or how they're doing it without instruction or somebody showing them what to do. Now, Star Wars does a good job of like, you qualify a mode by hitting stand-ups. You can fall into a mode, essentially. It's any stand-up is your spelling force, and then any major shot will start a mode. So I think any novice should be able to start a mode pretty easily on Star Wars. We've already talked about this on Harry Potter. you got to hit the scoop shot.
Well,
so you got to hope you get in the scoop shot.
Yeah,
right?
I think what's interesting with Harry Potter and Star Wars, like if I was to compare both, and again, this is just me. Like I know people are gonna be like, well, you don't sell JJP, so you're just saying it. Like, no, this is me, the pinball player speaking. I think what's unique to me is that if I look at Harry Potter and Star Wars together, I see Harry Potter as more like it's the world, right, of Harry Potter. Like that, like I feel like that's the world of like its whole universe that it has compared to what I see on Star Wars. But yet when I start playing the game, I feel like when I play Star Wars, I'm actually experiencing Star Wars. Whereas if I play Harry Potter, I don't feel like I'm necessarily experiencing Harry Potter unless I go to very specific places with the game, like very specifically focus on like the upper playfield, like going for the schnit or whatever that's called. Like,
I disagree. I disagree with that.
I just feel like you don't know like the lessons. Like I played it a couple of times. I still don't even know when I'm in the lessons. When I'm in Han versus Greedo, I know damn well I'm in Han versus Greedo in Star Wars.
Hey,
like
Tom's
that's the difference.
Tell you why you're wrong. Tom, tell him why he's wrong.
Joel, that was interesting. You sounded like you just became AI digitized.
Oh, for real? Oh, I came in weird. Oh, that's weird. I was saying that nothing looked weird on my end. Nothing worked weird on. Sorry, guys.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
They're onto us.
He sounded exactly like C-3PO.
Oh, that's really. I hope that comes through in the end recording. What I was saying was, Tom.
See, I disagree with Travis because when I play Harry Potter, and I'm actually in a movie, it follows the movie sequence. So whereas like where Star Wars, it's like okay, sometimes I'm in like A New Hope, and sometimes I'm in Return of the Jedi, and sometimes I'm in Empire Strikes Back, and it and I'm not saying that's bad, but I think there's more cohesiveness in some of those lessons with Harry Potter than Star Wars.
if you're talking about sequential order, if you're able to absolutely like pay attention to it, then of course, because they have the movies separated from each other, so they have their own little ecosystems built in. Whereas, with Star Wars, you're not necessarily going into and saying, I'm playing A New Hope right now, and I'm gonna go through all the battles of A New Hope. Like, I don't know. I mean, it would have been cool if they would have done something like that. But I think even if I pick, like, say, movie 3 from Harry Potter, right? Like once I get a ball and a flipper, there's so many lights going on and so many things stacking up on each other. Like, I don't know where I'm at in that particular movie at that point. I just know I'm in the movie. So I'm trying to play the movie in my head. Now, kudos to anybody else that knows exactly where they're at in the movie. I just know I'm not skillful enough to realize that unless I'm like trapping up, looking up and figuring it out. That's just how I feel when I'm playing it. Whereas with Star Wars, it's not as much. Yeah, with Star Wars, unless like if Raymond all of a sudden or Andrew decided just to latch on like 30 things on top of Han versus Greedo, then I'd be a little bit more confused. But maybe it's just my brain. I can't process that much at any given time.
It's overlap versus focused. And that's something that Harry Potter has zero hesitation with the overlap. You can have a lot going on all at once, while Star Wars, it's very focused. It's very focused of you're going to have, am I really? I sound weird again?
I mean, not as weird as you usually do, but I mean, it's kind of like you're like a Chat GPT AI right now gone broke.
I mean, if it's bad,
robot Joel.
If it's consistent,
Joel's been replaced.
If it's, is it still that way? Because if we need to stop and restart.
No, you sound great, buddy. You sound great. Let's just push forward.
Let's go ahead and stop then, and then we'll do a new recording here. We're back. I'm going to have to edit that way. Apparently, I was sounding like a robot. I have no idea if that's going to sound. If that's going to be in the final. Well, I have to edit the cut. We started a new whatever. Anyway,
it's fine.
Here we are. We realized we have like 20 minutes left, so we got to wrap this. We got to keep going.
How you drain properly.
So Stern, make your LEs better.
I think
how do you really feel, Tom?
Okay, we're going to talk about Expo, but it's the reality is there's a lot that JJP has done right with Harry Potter. There's a lot that Stern has done right with Star Wars. And when you have themes that are that big, there's no way to be perfect. There's no way to do whatever. It's just, to me, it is surprising that I think both of them have somewhat challenging layouts when there's such big themes. Like they didn't simplify, in my opinion. They didn't make it like, well, let's make it an easy shooter. Like I just keep thinking of Medieval Madness because that was the last game that was in the house where it's very friendly, like a more friendly shooter. So we want to talk about Spike 3. We're going to keep it short and sweet. What do we like, or what's exciting to me? This is Stern's platform moving forward. What do I see that's in Spike 3 that I'm excited about? The one thing we all agreed on, the bigger screen is awesome. I really like that. They found a way to add a bigger screen without it feeling like they didn't go to JJP level where it's this massive, like the whole back box. You still have an awesome translite. The way they squeeze this screen in, it's the same size. Raymond did say this is a 1080p screen. It's actually 1920 by 1080. The previous one was closer to like 720 resolution, and the DPI is higher on this screen. So the image quality, like it looks like the blacks are richer. The screen is bigger. It does genuinely look like a better screen, and I am a fan. Definitely a fan of the screen. The audio, I have not heard the Pro, but the LE has their smaller speakers, but there's tweeters. I do think the audio sounds better. It's fuller. It's more crisp. The fact that the audio is better, fantastic improvement. Things I don't like. I don't like the expression speaker lights. I like the look of these more. And one of the reasons is the plate that they have to diffuse the light. It's all white. So now it just looks like you have white speakers, like big white rectangles. And I don't like it. And when you actually look at the speaker lights themselves, there's not many LEDs in there. So if they would have added other LEDs in the white open areas, maybe that would look better. But I'd be curious if somebody's going to make it where it's like, make a black plate but only show 2 white rings. Maybe that would look better in my mind than the large white rectangle. I don't love it. One change I did see. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say they can just put a black black behind it.
Yeah. I think there's going to be something to do. I just don't like how it's all white.
Modders, you heard Joel.
Start working on it. There's your idea. What I will say is on the CPU board itself, there are 3 header pins or 3 areas for, it says cabinet accessory, speaker accessory, and topper accessory. So those in this one, the speaker accessory and the cabinet accessory are plugged directly into it. So there's no separate node board for expression lights on this game. So it's very clear to me, I think moving forward, the capability of having expression lighting is going to be right there for them to use on every game. Now, whether or not the designer decides to use it, I don't know. And then on Star Wars, they made the decision that the pros won't have, like, it's not routed in the cabinet. You can't put expression lights into the Pro. But there's no like, it's all there. So I'm excited. I'm excited for what the platform is. Is it as game-changing, revolutionary, industry, first as we kind of thought it could be? No. But is it an improvement on Spike 2? I do think it's an improvement on Spike 2. So we'll have to wait and see on what's next, because Gomez already said not everything Spike 3 is in this game. So we'll have to see beyond that. Travis, any thoughts? You have not said a word since we restarted.
It's Spike 3. It's been interesting. I think one of the things I noticed right off the bat when they first put out the trailers and everything, I think I told you guys this immediately. I'm like, it's interesting that they're talking about the Spike 3 platform when the majority of people that see this will not care.
No idea what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. They won't know. Right. So I've kind of found that in us pushing the game in our own company marketing, we haven't even made any mentions of Spike 3 at all. Like, it's just because I think when people are buying a game, a pinball, they're not buying the platform. Like, they're just not. They're buying the theme. They're buying the fun.
Right.
It's like, how do you explain to somebody because it says Spike 3. Like, that would insinuate that they're huge fans of Spike 2, right? It'd be like if you're buying a console game of Xbox or PlayStation, you're already an Xbox or PlayStation fan, so you're excited about the PlayStation 5 existing. But that being said, like, of course, yeah, the sound sounds great and all that. I think it's just, I found it fascinating how they decided to lead with Spike 3 stuff beyond or above what this game actually is on, you know, on any of the promo stuff. So it's kind of like, it's kind of working through that too, because we've sent some, obviously we've sold some of the Star Wars games. And what I found most fascinating about it is the people that we didn't mention Spike 3 to or anything like that, even setting up the games, they didn't even realize, even while playing it, that the LCD was bigger. Right? They noticed the sound. Yeah. They noticed the sound, but they didn't realize. And I had to point it out to them. And they're like, and they're looking at it, looking at their other games, or they're kind of like, okay, it's still a screen. What's the difference? And I'm like, oh, it's a little bit bigger, right? And so then it clicks off. But that just goes to show you, it's interesting what people value. And even we went to a recent show that was 95% new people to pinball, right? Yeah. And they were all far more fascinated with what was under that glass than anything else. Like I wanted to test it out. And that's the key, right? Like, if we're trying to get this product and expand pinball, right? In order to expand, that means you got to find somebody that's new. If you find somebody that's new, then they're going to see pinball. Do they want to know what's under the glass, or do they want to know what the platform is?
I get you. And I understand if you...
That's the interesting
part. Travis is a crack dealer.
Yeah,
that's just the interesting part to me. So I find it fascinating that that's what's being led with. And I'm not saying it's not cool. I'm not saying the screen isn't you know, beautiful. I'm not saying the sound is fantastic. I just really wonder, you know, I don't think people are going to care about it near as much as some people think. Like, I think it's just going to take a long time for people to really, like, maybe the cabinet's going to change with the next one, because we keep hearing, right, that not everything's in there. So it's like, but yet some of the Spike 3 stuff came out recently before Star Wars. So I'm more curious to see what will the full package look like, and what does that equate to for the end user? Like, how does that benefit the end user for a more fun experience overall when playing and dealing with their pinball machine?
I hear you, and I hear what you're saying. I mean, you have more experience in this than me, but if novice are looking at games and they're like, well, we could get this or this, and they're like, well, that screen's 3 inches bigger, so let's get the one that's like
anybody looking at it, not even novice, like anybody. I mean, of course, I see people that are brand new to pinball all the time, and I've never led with stream, but I will say this, I will admit this. When you get somebody that's brand new to pinball and you point out that there's movie assets, like, that's cool to them. They find it that's cool. They never notice it at the beginning, just because they're so laser focused on what's
you should be pinball, focused on the game, the pinball, the physical. Yes, I see what you're saying. What I think is the improvements that they made. I like the improvements that they made, and I'm excited to see what they make with this platform going forward.
So there's two of them. There's two things that I'm really happy that they made: the sound and the HDMI out. Like, on a personal level, I'm ecstatic about HDMI out. Yeah. That is awesome.
It's I mean, I've streamed the game twice. To have one cable. One cable's the only thing I got to plug into the game, and then I've already configured my end here to get it to work with sound and audio, where it's just like, boom, consistency. It's just boom, I'm plugging one cable in, and I got direct audio and HDMI. I think for people that are getting new into creating content, the fact that you won't have to buy, hunt down one of these boards to do the LVDS direct capture is awesome. I think it's a tool that I'm surprised that Stern did, but I'm so glad they did it.
This is another reason I'm mad at Stern. Travis has a bunch of those boards. Joel has a bunch of those boards.
I have one.
I'm buying all the LEs and streaming them.
I have one Stern board. They
haven't sent me any boards.
This board is the one that you get out of Australia.
That's HOV where I get mine from.
Yeah, they're great. Okay, so Spike 3, boom, check. We only have 13 minutes left.
13 minutes.
So we got a rapid fire. Pinball Expo. We're going to be there. Tom's going to be in the streaming room. If you say hi to Tom, bring him food. But yes, Tom will be in the streaming room. I will be walking around. Travis will be walking around. You don't have a booth. You're not a booth babe. This one, right,
no,
Travis?
No, there's no chance ever. I would not. I don't want to work a booth at Expo ever again.
Okay, so Travis will be walking around.
Game rumors. Let's talk about game rumors.
Yes. So there's
rumor. Oh, rumor. I thought you said like I thought you meant rumor as in ROOMERS. No. I'm like, is that something new? Okay.
No,
rumors. Okay.
Let's just go through the so American Pinball. I don't know what they're doing. They're hinting at something, but I don't even know if it's pinball or if it's a redemption game. I don't know what's going on.
Wait,
they
American
may or may not be there.
Pinball has a booth there?
I think they've. Okay. I don't know. I know there's something.
Okay.
CGC should have Medieval Madness Merlins. They should probably also have Cactus Canyons with the new kits. Definitely play the game with the new kit. I know Barrels of Fun will be there with Dune. They've already said that they're trying to set up some games in some different areas for you to really experience the sound and the lighting.
And go Dune play that because that's such a unique experience. It's like the house system,
so
I think is what they call it, right?
I want to really check out Dune.
Dude,
Dune is
the sound and the lights are just it's wild. Like I think it's underrated for the pinball industry.
It's so
really
good.
Yeah,
and that's the game my wife keeps talking about, which she doesn't talk about pinball, but Dune really made an impact on her.
If you don't get your wife a Dune, I'm gonna slap you.
I know. I can't.
You notice how every game that his wife likes, he's like, okay, it's gone.
It's one game. It's one game that she would want.
You just said she liked Medieval Madness.
Okay, so she's liked some more than others, but like she wasn't like, hey,
she liked Stranger Things hitting the Demogorgon. Where's that at?
Yeah. I think Dune. I was to buy
are you seeing it?
Yeah, Jared and my brother and Nicole would both want Dune. Maybe I should just buy one, but it's really good, and I want to play it more.
David, did you hear that? I think Joel just said we're gonna take Joel from maybe I should just buy one to I'm going to buy one. I'm gonna do this for David. Okay, you need a Dune, Joel.
I know.
If only you knew somebody that sells Dunes. If only you knew. If only
I had an opportunity to buy one, and then I bought X-Men.
Yeah, how's that working out for you?
I think I'm muted. I sneezed. X-Men. I'm enjoying X-Men. I'm still holding out hope. The code is still coming along, but it's getting better.
Where
I do enjoy X-Men. Right there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the code. Oh, I see.
Oh, it doesn't. Well, Nicole doesn't like it, so it's going to stay for a long time.
It has a generic Stern topper on it.
Yeah, I hope they release that. So Stern, is there a chance? It would be amazing if they released some accessories before Expo. They've done that before to release some accessories that people get to see at Expo. They also, if you guys remember last year, they released Metallica Remake right before Expo. I don't know. I don't know if they're releasing anything before Expo. It'd be cool if they did, but I don't know. So Stern might have something new. I don't know. Otherwise, play Star Wars. Regardless, play Star Wars when you're at Expo.
We keep hearing rumors about an alleged Walking Dead remake, which I don't know. We will have to see if that's a thing. We will know more in a week. How excited are you for a Walking Dead remastered?
I streamed Walking Dead a few weeks back and actually really had a great time with that game.
Yeah.
Would I ever own it? No, it's disgusting. It's disgusting, that game. But I'm very curious to see what direction they go with the remake, whether or not they change the art or what the LCD is. But the code, I really enjoyed that game when I had it. So I would absolutely be excited for a remake to play it and stream that. Okay. JJP is going to be having Harry Potters. I'm excited to play. I want to play the arcade edition and the Wizard just because I want to see how different it is. But I do want to play it more, especially with the finished code, the 1.0 code that'll be there. Spooky will be there. I don't think they're in a position to release their next game. So I guess it'll just be Evil Dead. With that said, they've added a lot more code to Evil Dead since the last time I played it. So I'm looking forward to playing that game more myself. What else do we have? I assume Turner Pinball will be there with Merlin's Arcade. It'll be cool to see those guys again. I don't know if Multimorphic's going to be there. If they are, I would assume that they'll have Portal. I want to play that game again.
Yeah, I would assume a distributor usually is there from
with
P3.
Yeah, there's a lot to. Who are we forgetting? There's
I don't know. There's like 75 companies. Spooky maybe.
You didn't say that already.
Spooky
Pinball Adventures. I don't know. Just naming off people.
I just don't know if there's going to be new games. DPX.
Are there going to be statues of Bally Williams stuff? Is Carrie Hardy going to be walking around with those everywhere? Maybe that's what Stern should do. That's a great idea. If Stern really wants to move Star Wars units, they need to like start selling Star Wars figurines. I don't know why they haven't thought of that yet.
I do personally think there should be more pinball merch. I've always thought that. I think as cool as the artwork is, why every game doesn't have a T-shirt or something related to that, I don't know. Now I understand apparel probably is a whole nother license. There's probably plenty of reasons.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. But I do wish there was more merch. One thing I have not asked for though is
what are you going to do with more? What are you going to do with more merch?
Shirts. You wear shirts.
You just want more lunch boxes. That's all you want.
I guarantee people would just be handing Joel stuff as he's there. So don't worry about it.
I would love more shirts. I would love more shirts.
This is like a backdoor way for Joel to get free stuff.
That's not what I'm saying.
Exactly.
When I think of pinball,
hey,
it's like
everybody
you buy
out
the
there
machine,
listening, you know what I
buy
really
the
want?
machine,
New hubcaps for my golf cart.
You buy you buy the machine, you buy
Stern
accessories
Pro
for the machine.
Circuit hat. That's all I asked for.
That's merch. That's what I'm saying.
I know, but I want one.
Okay. Do they make one?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently Elwin has one.
Oh, well, talk to him.
I'm not stealing Keith's hat.
No, Keith is finishing every single design, right? So he's probably finishing all the merch. Yeah. One-man band over at Stern, yeah.
I just thought we have 7 minutes left. So reality is we will all be at Expo. If you see us, come say hi. We'd love to talk to you.
Aren't you doing like a...
I am doing a presentation. A panel,
What's your presentation about?
Pinball media
Jack
creation.
Engelberth.
Jack Engelberth,
Pinball
media creation.
Okay.
So it's me and Loser Kids and my brother and Retro Ralph. And honestly, our outline for the presentation is very small. So it's
shocker.
If you guys are there, feel free to come. We're going to have a lot of audience participation or just questions. I don't know. I don't know what people want to hear.
I would love to do a streaming seminar.
Yes, that would be.
And we're going to talk about that. I would just bring everybody to my booth during Expo.
This
and be like, don't touch that. Don't touch that. No.
See that?
No.
Don't touch that.
We do have a seminar. I think it's either 10 or 11 on Friday. So come. Feel free if you're listening to that.
They gave you the prime time then.
Sure.
Right.
I don't know. Jared and I get there Friday morning.
Oh, is it in the morning?
Saturday late. Yes.
Joel, how much are you getting paid to do this?
I get a free ticket to Expo. So
nice.
Yeah, if you present, you get a ticket to Expo. So Jared and I get free tickets to Expo. Or at least that's what Josh Roop is telling me. So if I go to check in and they're like, we don't have you on the list, we'll be in trouble. So
we'll have to
figure that out. Check under Jack.
See you later.
Let me see. What time are you doing this? Thursday?
It's either 10 or 11 on Friday.
On Friday?
Yep.
And in the morning.
Isn't that during the Stern tour?
Probably. There'll probably be 4 people in the audience. But you know what? I think we'll have a great conversation with the 4 people. And
isn't that when you and Jared usually come in and announce in my booth?
I will gladly commentate whenever you need me to commentate.
Oh, there you are. Yeah. Joel Engelberth. Flipping out and triple drain.
I thought it was Jack.
It was Jack originally.
They changed it to Joel.
They did change it back.
His last name's still Engelberth, though.
Okay, forgot the H. It's fine.
I'm calling you that from now on, Mr.
We'll be at Expo.
I can't wait to hear from Ralph and Josh, though. I bet they have some good stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
I know. And your brother's not even on there either.
I know, but I think Jared's going to have a mic, so he'll have plenty to talk about.
Joel,
too.
Yeah, I do want to hear what Jared has to say.
Can you get Ralph's autograph for me?
Sure. I'll get right on that. Yep.
Thank you.
We got 4 minutes. Travis said very clearly that he had to leave. He's got
man stuff. I have to go to the man doctor, okay?
He's got the man doctor.
I'm 41 years old. I got to have 40-year-old checkup.
Enjoy your prostate exam.
I don't think it's that yet. I didn't have to do like any, what do you call it, fasting or anything like that.
So no blood work.
Put your elbows on the table.
Yep.
Cough twice, yeah.
You'll love it. Yeah, anyways, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up because we're already at that point. Tom, you go
What are we
first.
wrapping right now? Oh, we're ending it.
We're plugging. Let's plug it up.
We're plugging. Let's plug.
I'm streaming
Plug.
Expo on my Fox Cities Pinball channel on Twitch. Otherwise, look for me here on Triple Drain.
There you go. Travis, go for it.
Yeah, I'm Travis. I'm right here on Triple Drain. You can find me also on the Pinball Company YouTube channel. And then you can also find me in the audience heckling Joel whenever his thing is.
God.
And then, yeah.
I think you're busy.
I would love to
I'll try to get there. There's just so much going on. I think I might be at the media mixer if I can make it up there in time because I'm playing Stern Pro Circuit event and I got to do all this other stuff too. So,
I would have loved to do the media mixer on Thursday, but we can't head out until Friday morning.
But you're big leaguing all of us, and then you're giving like a panel about media creation.
Yeah, children, man, it's crazy.
Engelberth, let me tell you.
We'll be there. We'll be there. Yes, please come say hi. And I'm Joel. I do the Flipping Out YouTube stream every Wednesday, and then also this, obviously, Triple Drain. So check out all that. But yeah, we will probably hopefully record again soon because if there's something announced at Expo, it'll be fun to talk about. But also it'll be fun just to discuss what we did at Expo. So hopefully we can record again within the next few weeks and knock one out, which. Yeah, this was a long gap between our last recording and this one. So hopefully that won't happen again. But please come say hi. If you're at Expo, please come say hi.
It will. Spoiler alert. It totally will.
Yeah,
Tom and I have other stuff to do, Joel. Like we have contract negotiations. We have, we have streaming.
I get it.
I mean, I don't stream, but I'm sure I would have streaming if I did.
If you're,
No, I actually look forward to seeing you too. So
it'll be fun.
Can't wait.
I look forward to it. Expo is always a good time. Not only to see you guys, but just to meet people and talk. And there's so many great people there. Please say hi to people. And if you're waiting in line, talk to the person you're waiting in line. Like everybody there loves pinball. Make a friend. Just be social. Have a great time. Wear deodorant.
Make a friend. Yes.
Yes. Wear deodorant. And if you just
there's a t-shirt merch, Joel.
If you finish a game, look behind you before you start another one. Don't spend 40 minutes on a pinball game. Like just if there's people behind you, let them play. But have a great time. Have a great time.
Don't start a 4-player game. That's just
if it's just you, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah.
You deserve to be slapped.
And on that note, Tom, you get the last words.
Have fun at Expo.